What's up, family? Welcome to the Mental Game Podcast. As you can see, I got a special guest today, my big brother, Don. Say what's up to the people, Don.
What's the word, people?
What's going on, man? Today we talking about appropriate selfishness, man, and why it's important just to have that self-preservation. We'll talk about it in a little bit. Life's a mental game. You need the right mentality to survive, man. It's the Mental Game Podcast. We back, man. I took a week off last week. I was trying to get my brother through here. But, this is a busy man right here. I wanted to let y'all know here now, dog. This is a busy man right here. This dude wears many hats. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to have him on the show to talk about something. You know what I mean? Because this dude has a lot of game that he done passed down to me. So, I'm just excited to have him on the show, man. What's up, Don? How's your week, bro? How you been?
Well, between work, kids, being the man that I am, never the little boy that people would want me or portray me to be.
For sure.
So just living, brother.
I hear you, bro. I hear you, man. So how's the week been for you, man?
Shoot.
It's been
a long week. I ain't slept in like 2 days.
For sure, man. Like I said,
took
man.
a nap this morning.
Man, like I told y'all, man, he's a busy man, dude. He's a busy man. But now, all right, we're gonna start with the mental game of the week, mental game of the day. We're not gonna have an episode next Monday. I'm going on a much needed vacation. So I'm gonna take some time off for myself. That's another thing that I talked about on one of my other podcasts. Why that's important, it's important to get away. You know what I'm saying? So you keep seeing the same faces and same places every day, man. It kind of get to you. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of why. Why some people made some changes. I ain't gonna say who, but now the mental game for the week, man. For today, by the time this airs, it's gonna be a mental Monday. The mental game for the week is you're going to win. You just need to keep playing. Now, what that means to me is, man, just to never give up, plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people don't know how close they are to winning, you know what I'm saying, just because they simply give up. You know what I mean? You got anything for that, Don?
Shoot, you got to have patience.
Absolutely.
And shoot, if you're not patient and you're rushing through something, you're going to fuck yourself off.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse my language.
No, you good, man. You good. No, you good. as far as I know, there's nothing but adults. Nothing but adults watch this show. Maybe my niece and my nephew, but all they probably gonna play. Oh, nah. But for real, just patience is for real a virtue, man. And that's one of the things I said I'm working on. I'm working on having patience myself because I'm an impatient person. I like to get things done.
You gotta have those patience.
Absolutely.
Like, I find myself working on things. I'm a mechanic by trade, amongst other things. And I mess around and rush a job and then come back. So I'm not getting paid. So I have to I got to practice that daily. I don't just practice it in my workplace. I practice it in life. I got to have patience with people. We all human and we all got our own outlook on how or what we want for each other and ourselves.
Absolutely, man. That's a great way to put it, bro. But that's basically, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. I see how Don feel, man. But we're gonna move on to the next thing. Don, here on the Mental Game Podcast, I always got some questions for my guests.
Snap.
I got some questions. I don't think they did. I don't think they too bad. Even though my brother describes me as like a pitcher. You know what I'm saying? He's like, ooh, that's a knuckleball. Ooh, that's a strike right there. Smooth heat, you know what I'm saying? But all right, man. First question. What habits do you have to take care of your own mental health?
I cut my phones off. I'll cut my social media off. I'll just get away from everybody and everything, and I'll go somewhere where nobody knows me.
Full out blackout.
Yes, most definitely. You shouldn't have to be around people all the time. You need to cut it off. Like anything in life, a computer, a car, anything. It overheat and it's being used too much. It's gonna fuck you off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just cut off everything and everybody, even if it's for a couple of hours out the day.
Right. Man, what I did, for me personally, what worked for me personally, I stopped taking stuff. I'm working on not taking stuff so personal. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to look at it from somebody else's point of view. Like, try to give more people the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Not just go to they always trying to fuck me over. Or they always trying to mess over me because I'm me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting off of that. I'm learning to get off of that. That's how that's one way I'm learning to kind of take care of my own mental health. You know what I'm saying? Stop. I guess in a way you could say it's prejudice. I'm prejudging how a person is treating me before I even know, what's really going on. You know what I mean?
I get exactly what you're saying.
So I mean that's because like usually I use work for an example. I'll be thinking I'll be thinking everybody has like a silent vendetta. Be it true or not, but that's how I always be. That's how I be thinking. You know what I mean? And what you got? What you got?
Some do,
Uh huh.
some don't. Like I had a period where I thought like that as well,
Mm-hmm.
and I just realized, shit, I'm me and fuck everybody else, and not in a negative
Yeah, not in a
way,
negative way. Yeah.
not in a negative way, but shoot, they might have not got no sex last night. They might have, they woman might run the house,
Right.
or they man might run the house, vice versa,
Uh huh.
whatever.
I got you.
And they looking for a soft target.
Right.
Somebody,
Absolutely. Somebody who's bound by the same bindings that they bounded by, and or whatever the case may be. Yeah.
and I don't even take that type of stuff personal. In the workplace, outside the workplace,
Mm-hmm.
I try to be respectful to everybody around me.
Absolutely. That
And,
way,
and
you gave your
yeah,
respect. So whatever you
yeah.
get returned, it better be the same.
And if it ain't, it can go one or two ways.
Uh huh.
Either I can show them how disrespectful I can really be,
Right.
or I can just leave it where it lay and just keep it pushing.
Mm-hmm.
Because what they eat don't make me shit.
Right. Absolutely, man. That's a good man, boy. That's why I told y'all about dying, bro. I told y'all about dying. But all right, man. We're gonna move on to the next question. Let me see what we got here. All right, man. Outside of being a mechanic, what are your hobbies? What do you like doing?
Oh man, I love shooting some pool.
Uh huh.
I love listening to some music, riding motorcycles, putting them together, painting, drawing. I do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you do. Don is like, I wouldn't say single handedly, but he's like the person that kind of pushed me over the hump when it came to getting a motorcycle. Um, You know what I'm saying? I knew him first as a mechanic. Me and Don worked together. He was like when I first met Don, he used to work for this company. What was it? OTR?
Yeah.
Yeah, Don worked at. He was like a contracted mechanic, and he was cool then. And he found his way back, and We've been working together ever since. And you know what I'm saying? Just so happened I became a driver, so I worked more closely with Don than ever now. So Don's always been a cool person. But now what's your out of all those you named, what do you find the most relaxing? Which like out of all those hobbies that you have?
Oh, it's pool all the way.
Pool all the way, yeah. Yeah, Don's been still trying to get me to play pool. He be like,
Oh
man, come
yeah.
on, get on. I said, nope. Cause dog, let me tell you, I play pool on the phone. That's it, bro. Outside of the phone, you would. Cause I went to play. A funny story. I went playing pool with Tez. Tez was about to get married, and he did like a groomsman proposal, and he had all us meet up at Dave and Buster's, and we were upstairs, all at the little pool area where everybody's shooting pool. All right, Tez. Now Tez's real name is Dantes. Tez's brother Quintez. There's a funny story behind that too, but I'm gonna get to that another day. But Quintez, I was sitting there playing pool up against somebody. I think it might have been Black. One of them was somebody, one of the other groomsmen. I was playing pool against one of them, and like, dude, I'm telling you, like, I was struggling, dude. If it was like between my life and holding the pool stick the right way, dog, I'd have been dead, bro. Cause I like me, the pool is just not my thing. You know what I mean?
I like it on a whole nother level. It ain't just making balls. I look at it as life.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to make decisions to get to the next ball. Sometimes some of them you're gonna have to hit hard. Some of them you're gonna have to hit soft. Sometimes you're gonna have to sacrifice and miss a shot to make sure your opponent fucks up to give you the best shot.
Right.
So it is deeper than just
Little pool philosophy from the Don, man. She, man. All right. I still ain't good at pool, man. I don't mean I ain't good at life, but I just ain't good at
I'm
pool.
gonna get you on it.
Ah, man, look, how Don gonna get you on, gonna get me on? He just gonna whoop my ass, and I'm gonna just learn from there. Kind of like when I was learning to ride the motorcycle, I bust my ass a couple of times.
Yeah, I
you know what I'm
taught
saying?
this
I got better with time.
this man in the rain.
Yeah, in the rain. Yeah, in the rain. I mean, fresh out of College Station, brought my bike home. Got out there, put it on there, let the rain pass a little bit. As soon as we got back on, it started drizzling again. So, I mean, I've always been like that, bro. I've always been like, even when I learned how to drive a car, I took my driver test in the rain, which was like, it was difficult. He was like, man, you gonna have to get on the highway now. So I'm gonna have to get the. I said, all I got is a learner's permit. Like, you want me to get on the highway in the rain? He said, yeah, man, you got to do it for your test.
Shoot, I taught myself.
Man, look, you not the only one. I know you not. I know a whole bunch of people. Put it like this. I'm a truck driver by trade. I see a lot of people on the road nowadays, not talking bad about you, but talking bad about others, because you pretty decent driver. I see a lot of people every day on the road that look like they self-taught, and it shows. Because I'm like, do y'all know the laws of the road? You ain't supposed to do that. I mean, people do all kind of stuff, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy out here. Anyway, I digress on that one. But the next question, let's see what we get. What else I got? Let me see. All right, and I wrote this just for you, man.
Oh,
Just for you. What's an insult that you've received that you're proud of?
Oh. People's favorite one to tell me, you ain't shit.
Damn. And so they tell you yes.
And I'm like, yeah, not yet. You know, shit, you can tell me however you feel personally about me as a person, but if I done did everything to make sure that you're okay, whether it was a past relationship, whether it was a sexual relationship or a business relationship or whatever, you can say I ain't shit. But if I did everything and you couldn't hold up your part, yeah, you may feel that way, but that's not the truth.
Yeah, that's not the truth.
Because I got receipts.
Right. And man, that's another thing about Don, dog. Don the type of person I've always known to always be able to back up his shit with something on paper, something digitally, whatever the case may be. Don got it. Don got proof of it. A recording. I don't care what it is. Don got it. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing about Don. But me, an insult that I've received, that I was most proud of for a point in time. I remember when I was younger, everybody used to call me a tight ass because I'm probably still like that in some ways. It's hard for me to come up off of money. Hard. Like, I'm telling you, like, you couldn't get me to the bar to spend $2 on a beer. Like I just never spent money, dude. I mean, it's just how I came into paying bills and stuff like that, man. When I got first introduced to a light bill, man, I was terrified, man. That was like a rude awakening for me. You know what I'm saying? I became a tight ass. But I mean, I guess you could say it kind of paid off with everything that's transpired in my life now. Just being able to save my money to get this, and put different pieces in place. And once I learned about credit, it was over from there.
Well, I look at money as because I ain't never had none.
Mm-hmm.
Like I come from the cold streets of Baltimore, Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
Like I ain't never had shit.
Yeah,
like, that's just what it was.
Right.
Money, you use that shit and you invest in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's all money is for.
Right.
Like you could say it's for food and all these other things. If I go to a bar and I spend $7 on a beer or whatever to talk to somebody, it might be that $7. They might be a millionaire.
Right. Yeah.
They might know somebody or know something that I didn't know. So I just paid $7 for some information
Right.
or a connection. And it could be a lifetime connection. So money come and go.
Mm-hmm.
The people who there's two type of people. There you gotta have people who uplift you, you gonna have people that try to pull you down to where they at.
Mm-hmm. But
So
you just make sure you realize and like who those people are. Because I tell my daughter all the time, you know what I'm saying? Because she's having a tough time at school right now, as far as like, a little kid beefs and stuff like that. You know, like I told you, my daughter done had 2 fights and she's been suspended. And the thing I had to teach my daughter, I had to teach her, when somebody's talking shit to you, just let it be that. You know what I'm saying? I always tell her every time I say anybody that's trying to bring you down is already below you. And I try to tell her to live with that, but she's got so much of me in her and so much of her mom in her, the young us. You know what I'm saying? Let me say that, the young us. And these kids nowadays, they just feel like they got so many points to prove and
every
stuff like that. You know what I mean? So in peer pressure, all that, kid stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I just have to keep trying to ingrain that in her, like you don't have nothing to prove. I'm gonna love you regardless. I just want you to be the best person you could be, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? But I know you. I mean, you got kids yourself. What are the values that like you try to like pinpoint and like kind of cram in your kids' heads?
Well, I try to make them think.
Uh huh.
So
Make them cognitive thinkers.
if it's something that they want,
Mm-hmm.
how do you need to come to daddy so you can get what you want? And are you doing everything that you're supposed to do
Absolutely.
to to get this reward? Because I'm not
Mm-hmm.
just gonna give it to you. I don't care if it's my daughter, my other daughter, or my son.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving you nothing for free.
Right.
Because ain't nobody outside of the house gonna give you nothing for free.
Right. Ain't nobody gave us nothing for free. And you know what I'm saying? Like I always tell you, like, you think I got what I got just from, like, nah, I had to work for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how it is. But leading into the topic, you know what I'm saying, another thing I'm trying to teach her is, like I said, our topic is appropriate selfishness. You know what I'm saying? Don't just go out here just giving your all to everybody, because then you ain't gonna have nothing for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take care of number one sometimes. What you got?
All the time.
Man, yeah, you're right. All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Because if you bleeding and ain't nobody there to stop the bleeding,
Mm-hmm.
you better learn how to stop that shit yourself.
Right, absolutely, man. Nah, cause I was listening to how I got the name of this topic. And, usually I don't be the one, and because every time I see like like a figure from back in the day like LL Cool J, and that's what video I saw. I'm like, I scroll past like, oh, he gonna do some ladies shit, some shit for the ladies. But nah, he was really up on game. He was on another podcast or another radio show just talking about appropriate selfishness. You know what I'm saying? Um, just like say you on an airplane and they tell you this on the airplane, like when all them the oxygen masks fall out the roof, right? Even in our
Put
profession,
yours on
yeah,
first.
put yours on first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like they tell us at the job, you know what I'm saying, that where we work at, we work with chemicals. So you can't save nobody. You can't go in and rescue anybody unless you don the mask yourself. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? And same goes with life. I can't, you know what I'm saying? If you in a burning building, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't go in there and, I can't go in there and save you unless I have the right equipment to go in there and save you, in so many words. I mean, I'm not saying it can't be done, it's because, you know what I'm saying? I run into a burning building for a select few people, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm just saying all that to say, some people out here need to think, you know what I'm saying? You can't just be going out here you can't be out here leading with your heart, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put your heart and your mind together. You know what I'm saying? When you go in, and you can't just run in and save everybody.
Sometimes, yeah. I always think with my head first.
Mm-hmm.
Even it, even if it's a situation where the heart is intertwined, and we got years and all these different other things.
Right.
Not taking a shot at the mother of my children or anything like that, but what might be for you one day might not be for you the next day.
Mm-hmm.
If it's always a taking situation and you're not gaining anything out of it, you need to separate yourself from different things,
Absolutely.
different people,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Yeah, man. It's like I always say, it's good to be selfish sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's good to worry about yourself sometimes. And it's like society nowadays makes it seem like it's such a bad thing to just be worried about your goddamn self. I'm like, I don't see it that way. Like I can kind of respect it, and not kind of, but I can respect it wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it, man.
You
You know what
know
I'm
who
saying?
got a song? Slim Thug got a song about it.
About about being man. Oh, really?
Really,
Okay, you gonna have to put me on that.
I got you.
I appreciate it, bro. But nah, I mean, I can just wholeheartedly respect that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, I understand, like with me and you know what I'm saying, with the stuff we got going on. It's all about respect. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, look, I got this going on. Cool, I understand that. I know what you got going on. Take care of your stuff.
yeah,
Because, you know what I'm saying, that's just if how can I say it? I think I lost my train of thought. But it's okay to be selfish, you know what I'm saying? Cuz like if I ask somebody to do something for me and it's gonna inconvenience you, like nah, by all means, take care of what you got to take care of. You know what I'm saying? And I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't want to hinder nobody or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. My whole, I guess, just the way that I've always thought and the way that I am. If I can do for you,
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it.
Right.
But if I can't, I don't need you bashing me and trying to make me feel bad because
Yeah,
I
because I
can't.
can't do it. Yeah, and I've seen you done it on count. I know two main occasions. I don't know if you want me to talk about it, but
You
you know what I'm
can, I
saying.
don't
But
care.
like, uh, you know, one of the people in our group, you know what I'm saying, it was down bad for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put it all the way out there. It was down bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, got caught up on some stuff. And the group couldn't get it together to help said person. You know what I'm saying? And you came all the way through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not having didn't know if you had to, and it was like crunch time, and you know what I'm saying. I've seen you come through for people, and you know what I'm saying. But I'm pretty sure in that moment, you know what I'm saying, you had made like a conscious like financial decision, like do I really have it versus you know what I'm saying, like,
yeah.
and I know all of
Because
us was kind of making that decision. It's like
it's always a 50-50 chance you might not get that back.
exactly,
It's
it's
always.
always a 50-50 chance because man, I done seen it. I seen it. Like I'm saying, like Sam, I done seen it. I done seen it. You know what I'm saying? And then people get because people. I mean, we creatures of habit, we human beings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like somebody, but you might fall out with the person. The person ain't paid you back. You might not get that money back. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? For lack of a for lack of a better way, you know what I'm saying? You just might not see it. You might not see that money again. And no, what you got? What you got?
I ain't got
No, I
nothing.
see it, man. I see. I'm just seeing the
I'm
gap.
over here pondering.
Man, I'm
That's
seeing. That's
all.
what I'm saying. I'm seeing the
I'm
game
thinking of
swell. Like, come on with it, man.
cause I'm thinking of some of the different situations where I did get it
Yeah, for real, man.
back.
For real. Nah, but you got to think like that, man. And call it what you may call it being selfish. I mean, I'm like that with with certain people. I mean, it could be family, it could be friends, extended family. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be selfish, and I'm not. I don't be. I don't. I'm not. I don't try to be selfish, and I don't act like I don't have it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because I think I think in a future tense. You know what I'm saying? I think um you can call it overthinking, you can call it overthinking, you can call it overthinking. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of think of things future tensely because I'm like I look at the person's situation, I look at the person's habits. You know what I'm saying? I break people down like I'm a human computer or something. And I really just to say like, are they really gonna be able to pay me back? And I go off of that, you know what I'm saying? Because if I give them this, I'm gonna be messed up on this, and if they don't pay me back, then I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do this, and this because they didn't give me this back. You
Well,
know what I mean?
you gotta have a plan A, B, C, and D.
And D, you gotta plan 1A, one 1A, 1B, 1C, then on the two,
Yeah.
2A, 2B, 2C. Yes, indeed, bro.
Yeah.
You're not lying because I mean that's why I feel like it's appropriate to be selfish. You know what I'm saying? You know, in some cases, most cases, all cases, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, simply to be just uh aware and protective of, you know, number one.
Yeah, and the people you choose to have around you,
Mm-hmm.
and that is a choice.
Yeah, that is a choice.
The
It
people
is a choice. Yeah. I mean, no, like
Yeah.
really, dude, because like like I know people are sitting there like, man, but I known them since we was in the sandbox,
No
like,
fucking matter.
and y'all can grow up and y'all can be on two different paths, man. If you know what I'm saying, and like I said, if anybody that's bringing you down is underneath you. And I'm not just
It's
flat out
not
saying
being
leave people.
ugly against them.
Yeah, not being ugly. Yeah.
I get it. Like, shoot, I got a homeboy. We sandbox
Mm-hmm.
on up.
Yeah.
And the path he chose is not the path I wanted.
Right.
I ain't want this shit.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to go home, come home, and be at peace.
Be at
I ain't gotta
peace.
look over my shoulder or none of that extra shit.
Right.
You know, that's not what he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So I let him have that shit, and he's still in the same spot. I'm not.
Right.
And it ain't no disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I see him, I still chuck the dudes, and we still talk, but I can't be around that type of shit.
Right. Absolutely, man. And I mean, and that should be understand. That should be understood on both sides. I feel. I mean, as long as I ain't, cause me, I'm always gonna leave with respect, like we just talked about, and I'm gonna leave with respect. You know what I'm saying? I don't like parting ways on negative terms. You know what I'm saying? I don't like being down bad. Now, if it's called for, oh well. If there's no other way around it, oh well. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to leave a situation as peaceful as possible. As peaceful as possible and as safely for me as possible. You know what I'm saying? Now that can go, you know, like you always say, one or two ways. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, self-preservation is my number one priority. Because I gotta be here. I gotta be here for my family. I gotta be here for this to do this podcast. I gotta be here, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of things that I feel like in my mind, and you know, be it true or be it not, there's a whole bunch of things that I'm the heart of. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of things that don't move unless I'm moving.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
that's us as men.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, some women they'll take that role on it, but it's meant for us.
Right.
We meant to be leaders.
Mm-hmm.
We're built for all kind of weather.
Yeah. We're built to make those harsh frontal decisions, you know what I mean? And not think so much with our emotions.
Yeah.
So I feel that. I feel that, bro. I really, really do. But you know, there's a little quote, you know what I'm saying, moving on. There's a little quote that I always love, man. I think my mom used to tell me it all the time. And I know I mean, you know, it is what it is. My mom, you know, she did what she could. You know, my mom successfully raised 4 boys. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, with my dad, our dads was there. I'm not just gonna exclude them. You know, our dads was there. My dad, you know, my dad did what he could. Their dads did what they could, and well, their dad did what they could. Let me say that. I don't want nobody coming for me in the comments. But now, my mom, my mom used to always tell me, save a little bit of you for you. And man, that hits so different now. And I hate I got it. I didn't get it till I was in my late 20s, early 30s. You know what I'm saying? Save a little bit of you for you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to slow down. And it goes in hand with a whole bunch of stuff I probably done said on the podcast, a whole bunch of stuff people done probably told me. You done told me, Sam done told me, my brothers done told me. You know, just slowing down and just enjoying what you have,
Yeah.
enjoying the wins that you do have. Because we get caught up moving and trying to get this done, that done, be it for this person, that person. Sometimes you need to take a little bit of that resource, and kind of bring it into yourself, bring it in close to the vest, enjoy it
Got
for
to.
yourself.
I, shit, I find myself doing it every day.
Man, I'm telling you.
I don't care
Yeah.
what all I've done the whole day. I
Mm.
could have been at work.
Mm-hmm.
I could have been on one side of town. I could have been on the other side of town. I could have been out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Or all the people I had to talk to, shook hands, whatever. I'm gonna give me an hour or two.
Heck yeah.
Me.
You better. Like, for real, nowadays, you be like, you better. Like, Sam favorite saying, he always say, you better than me. But I was like, man, shoot, you better, man. Cause like, from a mental standpoint, dude, that's something for us that's needed, man. Cause it's like, we go out every day and try to try to slay that dragon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Try to put food on the table, keep a roof over your head, whatever, what have you.
And then
You know what I'm saying?
you don't just plan for the next day. You plan for the
Eon,
next year.
years, yeah, years and years ahead. You got to, man. You got to. But all in all, you know what I'm saying too. I believe, my belief, and I believe like very firmly in it, man. It's just you have to be some type of selfish in order to make it, because I always tell Tarek all the time, like, you can't pour from an empty cup. I understand you want to help this person. I understand you want to help that person. I understand this in your heart. You know what I'm saying? I understand, it was put there. You know what I'm saying? I understand God put that for you, put that there for you. That's how you feel. But, you know, I know, from a experience standpoint, you know what I'm saying, if you giving, and then when you need something, like all the people, yeah, exactly. All the people you didn't gave to, they're like, well, I ain't got it. Like, dang, man, I said he gave my last to you and you ain't got it. That's why I tell my daughter, man, keep it. If it's your last, don't give it up. Like, I have to tell her that, like,
That's
simple,
like
straight up.
That's like the new age dating shit that
Yeah.
they got going on. Well, he gotta have this.
Yeah.
He gotta have that. He gotta at least make $100K a year. He gotta, he better take me to this
And I hate that, bro. I hate that. I'm probably gonna get all kind of riz for that. I hate that, dude, because it's like, outside of being pretty, outside of being fine, outside of being a woman, you know what I'm saying? Okay, if I'm coming with this, what are you coming with? Are you coming with a mind? Are you coming with your own? You know what I'm saying? That's not coming from being a Instagram model. You know what I'm saying? Are you coming with that? You know what I'm saying?
That ain't enough.
I'm just saying, like, are you, you know what I'm saying? Me, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this, and this to earn money. Like,
What is
doing
your
this.
source of
Exactly.
income?
What is your source of income? Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that.
How do you eat every day?
Exactly.
How do you take care of yourself?
Right.
You want me to do what you want to do for yourself, and or you going out with me for a free meal, or you going out with me to learn me?
Right.
Like I'm out to learn you.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even go out. Motherfucker asked me one time to go out with them. They wanted to go and see some bullshit movie. How the fuck I'm gonna learn somebody? This is our first date in the movie. I'm like, you can't even talk in the movie.
Right, yeah, for real.
Oh, did you like the movie? What the fuck we go? Oh, thing we gonna talk about? Like, I don't know your full name. I don't know your background. I don't even know what you're about.
Don was like, I could be sitting in the movies with a serial killer.
For real.
Nah, for real though, man. But I feel that, bro. But I mean, some little points, man. Hold on, let me see. Let me see.
You come with the curveball.
Man, look, nah. It says I wrote here in my notes, man. I wrote here in my notes. Take care, number one, because if you lose everyone, because if you lose everything, you know what I'm saying, how can the people who's counting on you count on you? Because, you know what I'm saying, if you lose everything, everybody who's counting on you loses everything, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? If you that person. You know what I'm saying? And then, another angle, you know what I'm saying? What if, all right, let's say you and your partner have, a locked in structure. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are a weld oil machine. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you got this person that starts, taking away from the structure. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all need to have a sit down.
Exactly.
Ain't no if,
Yeah.
ands, or
Ain't
buts
no,
about
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Have
Exactly.
a sit down.
Everything needed, if that's how your power structure is, you know what I'm saying? Because I know uh one couple I know that's really, really good about it. And you can see it in the fruits of their labor and what they building. You know what I'm saying? I'm helping my brother. Shout out to my brother and my sister. They do their podcast every Sunday.
Hell nah.
No, you gonna
I'm
give me
glad.
no. They Marcus and Chanel Dawson, man. Life in the Deep podcast, man. They're certified Christian counselors, man. Marriage counselors. So, if y'all have anything, I mean, I don't their podcast is not just about that, but that's just a little bit of their background. But that's what they're about. And I just want to shout them out real quick because they helped me out a lot as far as like is have given me the tools to be able to create these banners and stuff that y'all see on Facebook and stuff like that when I'm advertising my clothing brand, advertising the show period and or advertising their show, you know what I'm saying? They kind of help me get the tools to do it. Man, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Look, y'all, if y'all want y'all a hoodie, man, it's about to get. Look, it's September. Well, no, today is October 1st. By the time this air, it'll be the what, the second. So, it's about to get cold, y'all. We got hoodies. We got beanies. You know what I'm saying? Check them out. We got sweatshirts.
Yeah, I know where you stay. I'm gonna jack
Uh,
mine.
I'm like, Don, where you get that from? Like, man, I'm just fly, huh? But look, if y'all want, y'all make y'all purchase, man. Right now, I got free shipping on everything. Use the code FSMNTL, man. Free shipping on everything on the site. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, run down to MNTLGAME.net. See, I told y'all he's an important man. But nah, man. But back to my brother and my sister. Um, they have a show, Life in the Deep podcast, man. Look, y'all check them out. They air every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just check them out. But they are the couple that I look to as far as they structure because, you know, my brother don't move without my sister. My sister don't move without my brother. And it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just that power dynamic. I love it. Hey, Shell. We got Shell on the line. Shell, we doing the podcast.
I'm gonna hit you back.
Nah, but that power dynamic that they have, man, that's like it's second to none. You know what I mean? And then, well, I'm not gonna leave my other brother out of there. My brother Aaron and Joe, they power dynamic. I know, like my brother said on the podcast, every year, and then of course throughout the year, but at the end of the year, my sister and my brother they sit down and they kind of plot out and chart out the next year. You know what I'm saying? Like
The next year?
yeah. They kind of well, it's about setting expectations. I don't want to say goals because you wanna always you don't want to set limits on yourself.
I don't know. Like,
What you got?
when it go, you got long term goals and short term goals.
Right, absolutely.
Like, so I don't even see it as an expectation.
Mm-hmm.
If I know for sure I'm gonna make X amount of dollars,
Right.
anything I make outside of that,
That's
that's play money.
yeah, that's play money. Playing with house money.
Like to and when I say play money, I'm not talking about going fuck it off, buy some bottles, bullshit like that.
Right.
Let's play money to reinvest in yourself. If you're in that relationship, reinvest to make more money.
That's what I'm all about. That's what I'm all about. Like what? Make what? Okay.
Yeah, so that's how I look at that. Like earlier we was talking about the flyer miles and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like I was like
interesting. But nah, man, you got to, man. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, y'all two being selfish. You know what I'm saying? And being selfish for each other in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Be like, no, I'm not gonna spend that because she's probably gonna need this. No, I'm not gonna spend that because he's counting on me to do this. And that's what I'm saying, that's all it's about.
And they go into riding the bikes.
Yeah.
You gotta think for
Everybody. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, everybody. You see, y'all
Way
see
up the
bike
road.
riders out there, and y'all be thinking they being assholes. Like, nah, they simply just trying to get away from you. You know what I'm saying? So you don't make no mistakes or
Yeah.
anything like that. And I mean, call me biased because we ride motorcycles, motorcycles. I might be biased because we ride motorcycles, but I mean that's how I've been taught to ride. You know what I'm saying? That I just ride to get away from people.
Yeah.
Clear my own lanes.
I don't want to be next to nobody.
Right? Nah, absolutely.
I don't want to be behind nobody because I
Mhm.
can't see what the fuck they ran over.
Exactly.
If I'm on side of them and they don't see me or hear me, they go come over and they might not even put the turn signal on.
Yeah, so you got to drive selfish.
Exactly.
That wasn't part of the topic, but look, drive self. Let me stop. Nah, man, but look, I just want to say before we close, man, I want to say, Don, I appreciate you coming through, bro. It's been a long time. Like I said, I didn't have no show last week. I was waiting on my boy Don. I got a part 2 of this coming. I got another homeboy that's gonna chime in on appropriate selfishness. It's like because I was talking about because I talk to people sometimes. My homeboy Dante, he has a podcast called Nobody Asked, and his stuff is gold. I think, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying. He sounds like he been doing this shit for years. But I talked to him about it. I talked to my other brothers about it. You know what I'm saying, a couple other friends and stuff like that. And man, this is I didn't know people felt that way. You know what I'm saying? I really think like when I came across this topic when I saw that video, I thought about it. I was like, man, I don't think anybody's ever thought of that till I started talking to you, till I talked to him. I talked to Sam about it every day, and just what I'm saying. I'm like, man, I didn't know people like out here really like was on the same vibe that I was on.
I wake up every morning. What do I need to do today so I can get back to me doing me?
Right, absolutely, yeah. You gotta put that. You gotta put that play in your Rolodex, man. Because man, just surviving, period, man, out here in this world. And I know we talk about being selfish and thinking for yourself and stuff like that, but I'm gonna use this time right here because I try to do this every show. Because I'm big on I'm big on mental health. I'm a big advocate for suicide prevention. I know we talking about being selfish right now and appropriate selfishness. We're not talking about just out here just going and being a dick just because you can. We're just talking about being selfish enough for your survival. But I want to say this, man. If I want to put this out there, uh, if you feeling a way, you know what I'm saying. If you feel like life's getting hard. Life's hard for a lot of us right now. If you feel like there's an itch you can't scratch, there's a conversation that you need to have that you feel like you can't talk to anybody or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? I just want to advise y'all to get some help, man. I'm gonna put some numbers on the screen right now. Some crisis hotline, um, support hotlines, whatever it may be. I'm gonna put those numbers on the screen right now. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you need help, get help, man. In my slogan, I'm always saying get your mental game right. I mean, that's not necessarily for clothing or anything like that. Not specifically for clothing, but like get your mind right. Your mind can be your worst enemy sometimes, and it can be your best ally. So make sure y'all taking care of you. Be selfish about your mental health. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? Be selfish about your mental health.
And don't worry about what nobody think about you.
Absolutely. Man,
nobody.
Yeah, you can't be selfish about that too. You know what I'm saying? Be selfish about your survival. Be selfish about your well-being. You know what I'm saying? There's people out here you may not you don't know it's crazy how you don't know what you mean, how you mean to somebody until you take yourself away from that person. You know what I'm saying? But I pray nobody has to find out. You know what I'm saying? I know suicide, the rates of suicides and stuff like that has come down a little bit, man. But you know, you still hate to hear about it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody going through a tough time. But if you need help, get help, man. But you got anything meltdown? You got anything else to add, man? Because we pretty much done. We pretty much covered it. You can't put the game down.
I'm done.
Huh?
My name. Fuck the E.
But nah, man, I appreciate you coming through, bro.
I
And
appreciate you giving me the opportunity to come out and speak my piece.
oh man, I appreciate you, dude. I'd love to have you again, man. We gonna do this again, definitely. You know what I'm saying? I love to have you, bro. Cause I know I sit there and I talk to you every day. You know what I'm saying? I know the game that you got that, that you can, bring to this platform, man. And I would love to have you again, bro. So, all right, I'm gonna let you know.
You know, for 50-something hours away.
Man, look, come on, man. Look, not for you on the bike, man. I'll be here in 10 minutes. All right. Ooh, my bad. Nah, man. But look, family, we love you, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Don't forget, you know what I'm saying? If you need something, say something. You know what I'm saying? If y'all need some merchandise, go to mentalgame.net. Pick you up something nice. Christmas is coming. Sales are coming. Pop-up shops are coming. So y'all tune in for these pop-up shops, man. I'll let y'all know. But they coming. Next week we gonna be out of town. So probably won't be no show on that Monday. But yeah, man, we'll see y'all next time, bro. Until then, man, y'all stay appropriately selfish. Holla at y'all.
This is nice. I keep looking up at you.